My name is Smita Joshi. I'm at the House of Commons today to cover the Asian Voice, Politics and Public Life Awards. It's the 6th year that the ABPL Group is presenting these awards. You may know the ABPL Group better as Gujarat Samachar and Asian Voice. The people who will be receiving these awards are people for whom you have voted. There are 24 awards tonight, and I look forward to talking to some of the winners a little bit later on in the evening.
I'm allowed to say a few words, and that means it could go on for a very long time. This could be like a sort of Monday morning assembly. But what a wonderful thing this is, and the thing that brings me the greatest of warmth is the fact that I know I'm in a room surrounded by people who value education and who value multicultural education. And if we can get things right with the young people of this world, we will go a very, very, very long way. So thank you so much for this. I accept it very, very happily on behalf of all the boys and the staff at HABS at Antony. Thank you so much, everyone.
Business in the Community Award, which celebrates the proximity of many bar businesses to community matters. The recipient of this award is the world's largest provider of affordable, high-quality, international mobile calls. The winner operates in 14 countries with over 4,000 employees all around the world. Importantly, the recipient is a supportive presence at many of our community, charity and religious events. This company has excelled in connecting families and businesses across the world for the last 6 years, and I can't resist it. Phone home. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's winner of the Business in the Community Award is Like a Mobile.
Good evening, everyone. I'm delighted to get this award on behalf of the Like a Mobile. I would like to thank the organizers, Like a Mobile team, and my family. Thank you.
Could I please ask the Right Honourable Ed Miliband MP, Leader of the Labour Party and Member of Parliament for Doncaster North, to come to the stage to present the next award. Mr Miliband will present the award for local government. This councillor has represented his local council for over 37 years and has recently been elected as leader of the Labour Council in Hounslow. His borough is next door to Heathrow, the busiest airport in Europe and the third busiest in the world. He's campaigned tirelessly for proper consultation over the planned third runway and of the effects that any future expansion will have on Hounslow residents. The recipient's extensive experience and his long-term dedication to Hounslow residents make him a worthy winner of this award. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's winner of the Local Government Award is Councillor Jagdish Sharma, MBE.
Friends, can I just say a few words just to say what a pleasure it is to be at these incredibly important Asian Voice Awards, and I want to congratulate Asian Voice on, once again, the very important ceremony of these awards and the recognition of a range of people from across British national life. Let me say just a few brief words about Jagdish Sharma, who has been a councillor, I believe, for 37 years, and who recently became the leader of Hounslow Council. Jagdish, this award, I think, recognises the role that council leaders are playing right across this country. It's a difficult time to be leader of a council. You're facing difficult decisions. I know in your case you took over the council and you made very, very important decisions around youth services, around community safety, around street cleaning, which represented and recognised the views of the residents that you came into politics to represent. So you are an outstanding example of what councillors up and down this country are doing, what council leaders up and down this country are doing. I want to congratulate you on your fantastic performance as leader of Hounslow Council. You're a very, very worthy winner of this award, and I'm sure you have the congratulations of the whole audience here tonight. Thank you very much.
Baroness Boutroyd and at Miliband, my honourable leader of the party. I'm really humbled. It's a real pleasure first for me to be here and to serve the community. I think if I can say only one thing, that to serve the community, because we are very close, and whenever you do something in the community, I get so many thanks from the community. It makes me so happy. That's why you can see that after serving 37 years, it's my hairs are gone, black one, curly hair, but otherwise I'm in good spirit, and I really enjoyed my work with the community, and I'm very proud that in my party I have done so much, and it was a great opportunity for me. Thank you.
We have Mr. Vaz with us. Mr. Vaz, thank you for joining us. This is the 6th year of the Asian Voice Politics and Public Life Awards. In your view, how significant are these, and what do you think they serve to do in the community and at the level of Parliament?
Oh, very significant. What it shows is the way in which the community has progressed. But it's not just members of the community who win awards. We've got people from the ministers in the government who have also been honoured. Ed Miliband has been here today. Andrew Mitchell has been here. So it's been a great occasion.
And in the past, of course, people like David Cameron have won the awards and then gone on to become Prime Minister.
Exactly. People like David Cameron have certainly won the awards. So it's a very prestigious evening.
From your point of view, in terms of the Asian community and the young people watching, what would you like to say to them to encourage them to become a public servant? Where should they start?
They should work hard and be dedicated. That's the key way in which we should move forward.
What do you do?
Well, I'm in charge of a team of people that make the programme, a very talented team, I'm very happy to say. But I make the editorial decisions about the types of story that we do, how we approach them, how we put them together and how we get them on air. And it's an incredibly exciting year, so it's a very challenging year. We've got the mayoral elections coming up, and particularly the Olympics and the Paralympics in August and September, July, August and September, which is the biggest event that London will ever hold. So for us as a regional news programme to punch above our weight and get the best stories that we can with every journalist in the world virtually during that time looking for really good stories about the Olympics will be fantastic.
Amazing. So you'll have to stay on your toes.
We certainly will.
Good. Now, for the younger viewers, I'm particularly interested in hearing about what do they need to do if they want to get into an editorial role, in a large organisation like the BBC. Where did you start?
I started in local newspapers, and before that I suppose I started on my student newspaper. So I think firstly you need a passion for news. You need to have an interest, a curiosity, a desire to know things, to be nosy, to be difficult sometimes, to try and find things out. That's the main thing that I'm always looking for a journalist. If I'm going to take somebody on, somebody who really has a proper spirit of inquiry. After that, you need to tell people, you need to communicate with people clearly what you're trying to say and what you've found out. That could be in any kind of form. It could be whether it's TV, radio, online, blogging, whatever. So you need to be able to state clearly and simply what you're saying, and to be able to communicate well, clearly, in simple language that people can understand. So they're the most really important things. But before anything else, before goodness knows what you look like on TV, what you sound like on radio, what your style is like if you're a print journalist, you need to be to have a real desire, like Anushka, like we saw before, those award the very talented Times journalist. You need to want to really find out what goes on, who are the people who are with power and influence. What are they doing? Hold them to account. They're the most important things.
Amazing. So curiosity, hard-nosed and intelligent. Pretty much.
Good summary, yeah.
Good. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Please welcome the General Secretary of Dore, John Hannett. Joining John in the egalitarian way that he works are two members of his union from Hounslow.
On behalf of the union, this award, just one correction, Valerie, 413,000 members now. In fact, the fastest growing union in the TUC. Dore is, I would describe my union as a progressive union that is a modern union that promotes diversity in the workplace. We have an excellent equalities department who work exceptionally hard to make sure that the workplace reflects diversity in the workplace. So fantastic to be here, and I'm delighted that Betty's going to present me with the award because she's a hero of mine. She doesn't know that, and I'm delighted to be here. And Prafula and Nisha as well. Just to give the two of them the credit, these are union representatives in one of the biggest retailers. They do a fantastic job for the union, promoting the union in every way, whether that's getting the hours right in the workplace, being treated with respect, and this award really is for union representatives like them. Thank you.
Before his election, the winner was very much involved in the constituency, being chairman of governors at his old secondary school, and involved in a number of voluntary organisations and projects. His standout moment, though, occurred in the less than salubrious circumstances of the summer riots, when his constituency of Croydon Central was badly affected. In the way he's represented his constituents by standing up for them and putting forward all the good things that are happening in his constituency, that's the kind of background that's led to this award. So could you please welcome Gavin Barwell MP, member for Croydon Central.
I am one of the very lucky members of Parliament who has the opportunity to represent the place where I've lived all my life and grown up. It is one of the most diverse parts of the country, and I'm hugely proud to call it my hometown. As you said, the last year has been in many ways a very difficult one for my hometown, and as the Member of Parliament responsible, it was very difficult to strike the right balance between reflecting the anger that my constituents felt about what happened, whilst also trying to strike a reasoned tone about the right way for government to respond to it. So it was a huge challenge for me. I hope I have risen to that challenge, and I'm hugely grateful to the judging panel and to all of you for giving me this award. Thank you very much.
Gavin Barwell MP, Conservative Backbencher of the Year. The next award is the Parliamentary Journalist of the Year award, and this year it goes to an outstanding recipient who in 2006 was the Lawrence Stern Fellow, working for the Washington Post, where she covered the midterm campaign trail, travelling with none other than the President of the United States, Barack Obama. She was previously policy editor at The Observer and is currently chief political correspondent and columnist at The Times. The recipient is the first person of Asian origin to be appointed to this key position in British journalism. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Anushka Asthana.
I'm much more comfortable writing than talking, so I'll just say thank you very much, and I hope that we'll see many more Asian faces reporting on Parliament over the next few years. Thanks.
Hi, Anushka ji, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good. How do you feel about winning an award today?
Oh, very honoured, very honoured. There's not that many Asian faces in the lobby in Parliament reporting on Parliament, so it's a real honour to get this, and I hope that we get lots more Asian faces soon working here.
What challenges have you faced, both as a woman and an Asian woman in the field?
I think that one of the things as being a woman is that there's just not very many people around, and quite often you've got male editors and you're trying to persuade them about issues that are important to women. But of course now there's a lot more female MPs, so we tend to try and get to know them quite well, which helps. And I suppose as an Asian, there's just not that many Asian people on national newspapers, and that means that some issues that we might care about particularly, or certain communities, are not being reported on as much as we'd like.
Congratulations again.
Thanks very much.
How do you feel?
Well, I'm obviously very humbled to be given the award. I'm only a relatively new MP. I got elected back in May 2010, and I think actually the award to a degree reflects a very tragic thing that happened in my constituency last year with the London riots. You know, we were one of the worst affected parts of the country, so it's a great honour to have some reflection for the way I tried to represent how my constituents felt about what happened and what should be done about it.
So how would you say politics is a means of making a difference? Because, you know, it's not always something that is perceived as being a vehicle for making a difference in the way that I think you probably intend to do.
Yeah. Well, I think often party politics can put people off, but actually politics, in terms of the laws and the regulations that the government makes, affects virtually every element of our lives. And one of the things I try and do as an MP is to go to schools and colleges and youth groups and to talk to people about all the different ways in which politics does affect them, and to try and encourage people to take more of an interest and try not to be too party political, because I think that's what often puts people off.
And in terms of making the biggest difference so far in your political career, how have you made the biggest difference so far?
I think I don't think you should ever try and claim sole credit for anything, but there are two or three things I think where I would feel I have made a difference. Immediately after I was elected, the local football club, Crystal Palace, was threatened with liquidation, and I lobbied very hard with the bank and with Treasury ministers to try and get that addressed, along with thousands of fans. And I've also been trying to campaign to get a new law introduced in relation to drug driving, because I had a constituent who tragically was killed, 14-year-old girl, Lillian Groves, killed outside her home by a driver under the influence of drugs, and we look like we're getting some progress with that as well. So,
let's go for a short break now.